Alright, this is WhyBeAre, and we're going to revisit Woodcutter Simulator. Simple reason is because there is a lot of people saying shit about everything on the old one, so we're just going to revisit it and see how what I've said before holds up. So, as before, there are two camera angles, the one that does not lock to your vehicle, so you see you could turn, and you have the one that does lock to your vehicle, so when you turn, the camera follows you. Simple enough. Something I would like to point out now, the wheels. Look at the front wheels on this. You turn right and let go. The wheels automatically straighten out. Turn left, let go. The wheels automatically straighten out. This is the only vehicle in the game that does this. The other ones do not do this. In the later editions of the game, the other ones do this as well as an option. But the fact that they do not do this in this game make them extremely difficult to control. Because you have A and D as inputs. And you will never be able to truly get the vehicle heading in a straight path. Except under very rare occasions. It's just that difficult. So here we go. Lining up for the trees isn't as bad as I thought before. You just have to figure out the kind of angling you have to do. You actually have to really precisely align it with the X. The reason for that is the trees fall at a certain angle depending on where you cut it from. And it makes sense, and I'm perfectly fine with that feature. And I've gotten decent at it, at least, I would think. So there's a tree that's fallen. And we're going to move this thing out the way, so let the thing get limbed. Okay, pull off the parking brake, and we're just going to push it forward a bit. And that'll do it. So now we'll go to this thing. This is where everything goes to hell. Now, as I pointed out, this thing does not have the auto-locking wheels. So I turn right a bit, you keep turning right, you keep turning right. So now I will never have a perfectly straight path on. Like, it may look perfectly straight, but it isn't quite straight. It just isn't. It can't be. Like, you can see, it is turning slightly. You will never have a perfectly straight path again because the control inputs do not allow you to do so. You have the ability to hit A and D to try to make it get as straight as you can, but you will not get it straight perfectly. So you just do the best you can to get it straight. Now, before we pick up the log with this machine in the back, we're just going to push it forward. Simple reason, it's too close to the stump to easily grab. It's far easier to grab it when it's not touching the stump. So we'll just push it forward a bit, whack that thing into the stump accidentally. A little bit more. We'll get it about to there. Alright, so now to pick it up, we're going to try to straighten this thing out as much as physically possible. It's about as straight as I'm going to get it. We're going to lock the rear, which, if you look at the tips of the help menu, it says for beginners. So I'm assuming in real life you can't lock it. And I'm going to take full advantage of that just because I know I'm not that good at this. I simply know it. So I lifted up the handle, and now I'm opening it up to make it as easy as possible to hopefully grab that log. Assuming my thing does not get locked up. There. See, the other thing is you lock up. If you have too steep of an angle while the thing's locked, you will not be able to proceed. So this is probably about as close as I'm going to be able to get. I unlock the thing just to try to get a little bit more in. Then we pull push it down, and we grip it. And now we just move it over to there, assuming if the log stays on. So I'm just saying about this angle. Again, I won't be perfectly straight, so we will swerve. Just the way the machine handles from the inputs. I think I said it before, but I'll say it again. The 2012 or 2011 version, I don't recall exactly which, gives you the ability to have the controls on this be more of a traditional vehicle, which is what I'm used to and which is what you're probably used to unless you're a professional logger. This allows you to control it in a reasonable manner. I mean, this is as straight as I can do it, and I am still ever so slightly churning. If I try to fix it, I'll just overcompensate and it'll go all bad. So we'll start churning here just to kind of get the log at a decent enough angle. Alright, so then we just open the handle and drive forward. Next we go to this vehicle. Well, not a vehicle. I guess a crane is more of a machine. We'll just pull it, we push it forward, rotate it, Put it down. Turn it a bit. That's about right. Close the handle. Pull it up. And we can pull it in as well at the same time. Alright. Rotate the log. Stop about there and let it just kind of swing. That's going to swing a lot. It's alright. Straighten it out a bit. Bring it in a little more. And we go ahead and lower it. I meant to hit lower and not drop. Okay, that was a pure mistake by me, and I don't think that log's obtainable. Alright, I did manage to get the log by grabbing it closer to the top of it. So now we're about where we were before, and we're going to try this again. We're just going to rotate it just a smidgen more. And this time we're going to actually lower it. Nope. We're going to drop it again because I hit the wrong key again. But this time I got lucky and it stayed. I really got to manage my keys better. Anyhow, now that log is going to slowly feed into that saw house. You can just barely see it's moving. There you go. And when it feeds out, we'll be using this machine. Again, it has the control mechanism where it keeps churning. It keeps churning. It's just the way it controls. It makes it a very difficult machine to control using the controls the game gives you. I say this 10 times because I have 20 comments that say the exact same thing on the last video. So we're just driving around while we wait for the logs. Alright, we're going to go back to this vehicle because if you're playing this seriously, you want trees to be cut down while they're being chopped at the saw house. So, you know, you'd be like running over here with this thing, you know, saying, let's put it about this angle and pull up, try to see if you can line up that radar map thing. I'm too steep. There we go. You line it up. And you cut it, and while it's cut, you can't change while it's cutting, which is quite a disappointment. Because you just gotta watch it cut. You can't change. If you're, I mean, I would think you should be able to. Just because it's all kind of multitasking type of thing. So you want to be cutting the trees while the logs being chopped and stuff. Once it's cut, and fallen, and limbed, you can finally change to this thing. The puller. So then you'd go over there, pull that log. From the time it took me to do that, the trees have been cut. So you're not just sitting around waiting, you're doing other stuff. So once those have been cut, you just go over here with the drunken controlled machine. Open the claw as much as you can. Bring it about there-ish. Bring it down. Up, a little too close. So. Or a little too far, I mean, excuse me. So backwards. And don't pop a wheelie if you don't have to. Try to grab it. I don't have a good grip on it. Let's pop a wheelie then, just to try to roll it away. You have to roll it just a bit away so we can get a grip on it. There we go. That should give us an opening. So now we just try to... There we go. We got the opening, so we can hopefully grab it. There we go. Kind of difficult just because the physics aren't the best, but we got it. So then we got to bring it back up. Hopefully it stays. Perfect. And just for convenience sake, we're going to go in reverse to get to the crane. Because if I try any crazy movements with this, it'll just fall. And then I'm going to have to be trying hard to get it to pick up after I got it picked up in a reasonable amount of time. So we'll just say this is about close to the crane, so we'll pop the thing open and drop it. And then we'll get this vehicle out the way. Just kind of let it keep rolling, and we switch over to the crane. Zoom out a bit. Rotate around. Bring it forward. Oh. There we go. That was weird. It was making noise but not moving. Rotate a bit more. Bring it down now. Rotate the handle. So go, oops, wrong way. A little bit more away. There we go. Perfect. And we grab it. This might be a little too close to the off the center to hold it, but we'll see what happens. Alright, seems to be holding it. Good, good, good. I don't expect it to hold all the way, but we'll see. I'm swinging this way too fast. There's no kind of speed control on it. You just kind of have to tap it if you want to go slow. Alright, so it's about over the truck. We'll go ahead and rotate the log. Okay, that should be rotated right. Bring it up a bit. And about there. Lower the handle into the truck. And release it. Bring the handle back up. And that's one. That is one log done. Alright, since it says you need 25 pieces of wood, you're going to need to cut down 5 trees because each tree gets you 5 pieces of wood. And you're going to be doing that for quite some time. Just the nature of the game. And that's it, you know. This is just a revisiting. And, you know, this one is of higher quality, I would think, because I properly explained the controls more. Which is a big complaint about a lot of people, is I didn't explain them. I mean, you could really boil it down to that. People say you can't drive, and I just say, no, that was me being unable to explain how the controls work. And there's just people who say I don't know what I'm doing, and yeah, that's kind of true. I really didn't do as much research into things back then. But now I try to do a lot more. You know, I edit things up, you know, make it waste less time. I really try a lot more now, so it's just one of those things where it's like I feel obligated to. And anyways, if you're me, now just for fun, if you're me and you're just playing this game on your own, you're gonna be like, fuck that, I hate those things that don't control good. We're gonna use this thing to push everything. I mean, this is just if you're me though, you know. Fuck it.